You know, when it comes to ranking vehicles, Nia is a very strange case. She's been a ninja the least amount of time as any of them on the team, and as a result, she really doesn't have that much. However, I have managed to actually get together a pretty decent list, and today we're going to be ranking Nia's vehicles. Now, before we get started, I do want to make it clear that the Samurai X vehicles will be included on this list because I don't want the list to be like 3 sets. You know, I want to have at least a little bit of interestingness in here. So because of that, I will be including Nia's version of Samurai X in the sets that she had as a part of that. Also, I will not be including the Fusion Dragon on this list because it isn't really Nia's vehicle since it's split between Nia and Kai and it's more of a combo vehicle. Nia's boat from the City of Sticks is pretty much doomed from the start. The boat is the smallest of 2 or 3, depending on how you look at it, builds from the City of Sticks, and as a result, the boat really doesn't have much of a chance. Now, for the actual size of the build, they do include actually a fair amount. They have 2 stud shooters, and they actually got some nice detailing because of the stickers. They have some good engine detailing. And I do like the use of the swords, and that flame on the back is a nice little touch, but the boat itself just really never had a chance. Nia's bike is pretty good for what it is, and it's very unique in its build, but as a vehicle, there's not a whole lot that it really has. I mean, it's just a bike really, it doesn't do much beyond that. It has a cool little function where you can kind of lift up this sort of gun hose section in the front, which is kind of cool, but doesn't really add that much. And it has a lot of cool building in it, with the back in particular, with these sort of flag-like elements. The way they kind of angle those looks really cool, and the use of the swords in the front, like the boat, also look really nice. And you know, just as a build, it looks cool, but it really doesn't have much to it beyond just looks. The Water Strider is a great set, but is not the best out of Nia's vehicles. The set itself is pretty good. I love the unique design, although there are some aspects that could be improved, such as articulation. There could be a little bit more articulation. I think that would make it better, although the articulation that it has is fine. The rotating cockpit is good, adds a little bit more dynamic to it, and the 6 stud shooter, like always, is a good addition, and it actually has a little bit of a nice look to it when you actually have all the studs in, which I personally enjoy when a function actually helps improve the look of a set instead of detracting. Alright, I know what a lot of you guys are thinking right now. So you're telling me this guy wouldn't put the Fusion Dragon on the list because it was a more combo vehicle, but he'll put the Ninja DBX? Well, hold on there, because on Twitter, Tommy Andreessen did say that this vehicle is a Nia vehicle, so I am going to include this on the list, and it has Nia's symbol right on the back of it, which just kind of further enforces it. But yeah, I will be including this as a Nia vehicle. But anyways, the set itself is actually really good. It's very unique for Ninjago vehicles. There's literally nothing like it. This is some futuristic truck vehicle, which looks pretty cool for the most part, but it has a little bit of issues. The back section just is so incomplete looking. There's so many gaps from the top to the sides. It's just really unfortunate because the front looks really good and really well done, lots of cool angles, and then you get to the back and it starts to fall apart a little bit. However, that is for good reason. The entire back does split apart to form this sort of base-like section, which is really nice and actually really cool for what it is. But it does kind of leave the truck looking bare and kind of stupid, honestly, without the back. So, you know, it's not a perfect set, but it is a very, very good one, and a very unique one at that. And my number 1 spot goes to the Samurai Mech. Now, I'm going to be straight up here. Honestly, there's nothing really fundamentally about the set which makes it better than the Ninja DBX, and it's just kind of full-on bias here that puts the set at number 1 for me. I really love mech builds, and this one is just great. It's so cool. The samurai detailing and the whole samurai aspect fits in with a mech build way better than it really has any right to go, and just as a set, it's just so great. And it's honestly kind of annoying to see how good this one is and then see the new one for the pixel version of Samurai X and see kind of how much of an opportunity they squandered there to make a really good mech. But anyways, moving out of rant mode there for a second, the Samurai X mech, it's really good. It's got a bunch of great features. I love that they managed to include waist articulation in here, even though it's a kind of older mech and waist articulation wasn't very common back then, but they got it in this mech, which is always really nice to see. And just, it's a really good set, and it's the best of Nia's vehicles. That was my ranking of Nia's sets. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. If you disagree, that's totally fine. Just go ahead and leave your own list or anything kind of like that. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.